Welcome, welcome. Just realized I might not have the right mic selected. Let me see. Sorry, guys, trying things a new way. Why not? Do it live, right? So give everyone just another minute to file in. Hopefully, I don't know. Hope everyone's enjoying the holiday. I don't know how long it's going to take folks to join. Here live on Virgin Voyages, Scarlet Lady. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, I'm Bill, and this is Larissa. Trying out a different way of doing this, so I should be able to see your comments, but I apologize in advance or even retrospectively now
Merry
for the
Christmas, Annette.
tech issues there to start with. Merry Christmas, Annette, and to everyone watching. We are here live on Scarlet Lady, Virgin Voyages' first, currently only, but not for long, cruise ship, and we decided we were going to spend the holiday here on board. We're sailing toward the Dominican Republic right now. We left Miami yesterday. Right now, we're actually at a place called the Dock, which is this beautiful outdoor venue all the way aft on deck 6. If you're familiar with any Project Millie ships, that's kind of a ship nerd thing, like MSC Seaside. They've got that pool area that's kind of on a lower deck all the way aft. Carnival Vista has a similar kind of thing. There's no pool here, but it's a beautiful area with bar and great service, as well as you can even order food. They have Greek mez, and there's a grill, and very cool stuff. Michelle, Merry Christmas to you. So this is our first full day on board for this cruise. Pardon me, it's a 5-night cruise heading to Dominican Republic tomorrow, Puerto Plata. It's actually a new port in the DR, just opened, I think, last week. So it'll be one of the first calls ever in that new port. It's much closer to the city than Amber Cove, if you've ever been there. Hey there, Joe. And then we're going to head to Bimini. The Bimini Beach Club, or Beach Club at Bimini, I think they call it, is the private beach club in Bimini, Bahamas, just for Virgin Voyages guests, at least when Virgin ships are there. Different thing altogether. Are they serving traditional Christmas dinner? So that's actually one of the things I want to talk about. Is I've been asked before, have you spent a holiday on a cruise ship? What's my mic is holding in. What's that like? In the case of Christmas, are there decorations and stuff like that? I will tell you, we've cruised once over Christmas. We've cruised on other holidays. It's definitely
NCL cruise, I think.
Yes, on the Sky many years ago. It's very different on Virgin because it's definitely not traditional in a number of ways. Now, Virgin doesn't aim to be a traditional cruise line, so it's not surprising that a holiday cruise with them is not traditional. In fact, speaking of not traditional, so great question. Did we get the package of toys in your? And the answer is no. This is actually our third time on Virgin Voyages. We did the Mermaiden voyage out of Miami a couple months ago, and we're on a couple weeks ago, and now we're back. And they've not done that. So I think that was something maybe they were just trying out at the beginning. The only stuff that's in your room that you can take if you want for a fee, there's a bottle opener, wine opener that's a sextant. It looks really cool. We actually got some of those gifted to us on the Mermaiden voyage.
We're in the Maiden.
And a little octopus thing that I meant to bring, but you can check out my Instagram post from a couple weeks ago, and he'll show up again. So no. However, there is, and as we talk about non-traditional holidays, non-traditional cruising, there is a place on board you can get condoms, and I don't mean in like a sundry shop.
What are you talking about? The show?
Larissa apparently doesn't remember 2 weeks ago in NSA.
Oh yeah. And at the show they passed. Yeah.
So there's a show called Never Sleep Alone, NSA, and it is done by a singing sexologist. They actually have a couple that they rotate through. Yes, there's more than one singing sexologist out there.
Yeah, what a niche.
And it's a really cool show, very sex positive show, entertaining as well, with voluntary audience participation.
Yeah, they're pretty good about not selecting people that don't want to be up on stage. So they'll ask beforehand on a scale of 1 to 10. You know, how much do you like to participate? And so don't be intimidated. Really, like people, you can sit pretty close to the front and not be picked.
Joe, your sister has a cruise to Hawaii February 3rd out of San Diego and Holland. Do I know if Hawaii is accepting? You know, I should know what the status of Hawaii cruising is. I really should know, and I don't. Actually, maybe Annette, can you chime in on that? If you're still here, I should absolutely know the answer, and if we don't get the answer in the next couple, I will get you the answer. I apologize. So Christmas at sea, how lucky. Sailing aboard Anthem in a few weeks. We were just on Odyssey, generally speaking, sister ship to Anthem. Yeah. We did Odyssey twice in the last couple months and really enjoyed that. So so Christmas at sea, yeah, you know, it's Virgin, again, not traditional in a number of ways, and we've got a couple of YouTube videos talking about that. One of them is 5 things you should know if you're thinking about sailing Virgin Voyages. You can check that out over on the YouTube channel. And then we just did a ship tour all about this ship. It was this tour along with my opinions and takes and little insights, stuff like that, also on YouTube. And we've got live blogs from past sailings and all sorts of stuff over on the site. You know, the original question, easily distracted I am, was about traditional Christmas dinner. You know, I haven't looked at the special menu, and I would think in the wake is where we'd see something like that.
Every restaurant has something.
But they do have a specialty menu in the restaurants, like a you know, a holiday menu. However, last night I'm just moving my mic here. Sorry, guys. Last night in Razzle Dazzle, which is the vegetarian forward restaurant, it was, I wouldn't say it was necessarily traditional, but it had some items that you might associate with the holidays, like pecan pie, for example. Things scheduled for the Koningsdam. Koningsdam is a Pinnacle class ship. We sailed on New Statendam. You can check out that live blog over on the site from I think it was a couple years ago. We're on New Statendam. Love that ship. They have a whiskey bar called Notes. Wow, if you like whiskey, that is the thing. Koningsdam has that as well.
Spends a lot of time at that bar. It was amazing.
Let's see. Tony says Hawaii's closed to cruise ships through January 2022. They'll reevaluate them. Thank you. I feel terrible that I didn't know that off the top of my head. Blind spot on my part. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. So another very common thing on ships, as Larissa looks up the menu.
I'm not finding it as easily as I thought I would be able to, but
we'll find out.
But I will.
You know, decorations. Now, we've been on Independence of the Seas over Thanksgiving. We've done a number of ships over Thanksgiving, and on Thanksgiving cruises on Edge as well. We either arrived to find decorations or decorations went up like overnight after Thanksgiving. And, you know, big tree and lights everywhere, stuff like that. Virgin has, we'll say, a sprinkling of Christmas decorations. You know, little minor lights here and there. Throughout some of the designs in the stairwells, they put like little
decals
ornaments because they're decal designs. So then they added decal.
They added like
ornaments.
Little ornaments.
There's little things here and there.
I haven't seen a tree though.
No, I haven't. The largest thing I saw was there's a giant. It's supposed to be mistletoe. Kind of looks like plantains. Got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Over at the Athletic Club, and in fact, that's the image. Here, I'll show you just for a second. Yeah, that's the cover image that we had up here just a moment ago. See in the center there. That's the Athletic Club. It's Aquatic Club. Excuse me, Aquatic Club. It's that one of the pool areas, and then there's like that part of the exercise equipment, that white thing there below the mistletoe. So you can kiss below the mistletoe while doing pull-ups, I guess, is what you can do there. Razzle Dazzle, best bacon ever. Tony, I believe it. We don't eat meat, and Virgin's been really fantastic for that. But Razzle Dazzle, yeah, they're vegetarian forward, but they have
there's a lot of
they have a lot of meat options.
Yeah,
you know, that's what's been remarkable is I found while they're trying to do things a little different in a lot of ways, and I think they're being pretty successful at that. They're also making sure that everyone has some nice options, and I don't just mean dining. I mean in a lot of different ways. And that's it's been neat to see how they've maintained their differences while also trying not to alienate folks. Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found it.
What do we have here?
So there's every restaurant seems to have something that's Christmassy, but like themed to that restaurant, which is really cool. Pink Agave has like tamales, and then flan is the dessert. The wake has
so the wake is the like kind of steak and seafood. It's the most traditional of all of the restaurants on board Scarlet Lady.
And yeah, they're serving tonight a steamship round of beef, carved table side, butter whipped mashed potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, Brussels sprouts, roasted carrots, bone marrow gravy, and then there's a sticky toffee pudding. So Test Kitchen has duck breast and sole as the
So
so
like I
they're
said,
all doing like a little
not
thing
what I
here
would
and
say
there.
traditional, but they have stuff that's they have special holiday menus. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, Razzle Dazzle has ham, so that's more traditional.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't see turkey. That's the only thing I'm not seeing on here. But like very traditional kind of holiday vegetables and things. Gingerbread soft serve at Gumbe.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's pretty
I wonder if we
cool.
can go just get the sauce.
And just get the soft serve, yeah.
So the dining, by the way, on Virgin Voyages, we're going through all these restaurants. You think, well, Billy, would you have to pay just to go get the soft serve? The answer is no, because all dining is complimentary on Virgin Voyages. And the food is, I've been on 15 different cruise lines now, and I've done some higher end lines too. They're really hitting out of the park with cuisine. The quality of the food, the quality of the ingredients, the creativity of the menus, fantastic. The only thing that I think they'll need to work on over time, and I was actually talking to a friend about this on the last sailing, is the menus are really designed for 4 and 5 night cruises. I'm interested to see what they do as people come on the ship, second time, a third time, when they have longer sailings. But we'll
back,
see.
Back to back. Oh. I think you're taller than me. We're pretty close in height, right? Is that? I think
Mark it as
more here.
the least traditional holiday cruise question we've got so
That
far.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm like a half inch taller.
Yeah, he's like maybe a smidge taller than me. We're pretty close to the same height.
But the again, with the dining being all included on Scarlet Lady, that has been really nice. Something that I've enjoyed more than I thought I would, because there is no main dining room construct. So it kind of, in a way, I mean, I love being at sea. I like knowing I'm at sea. I want to see the water when I'm on a ship. Right here, you see the water behind us. I'll move the camera actually in a second. One thing I really like is the dining almost feels like you're on land. Like you're like, oh, what restaurant do we want to go to tonight? You don't have to think. Not only do you not have to think about cost, but it's not even. They're all so distinct that you feel like you're in genuinely different places. Yeah. And that's a really nice feature of Virgin Voyages. They do have a casual eatery that is up top, actually right above us, deck 15.
Yes.
It's called the Galley. And
confusingly named.
It's not a buffet, but it's more like a food hall of sorts. You go in, someone takes your order, and they bring you stuff from all the different stations. But you can walk by the stations and take a look at stuff if you'd like. Yeah, a couple of the stations you do walk up, just for I think like was it dessert, like salad, the salad specific thing, because that's you kind of make your own salad, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's not really a buffet like in a traditional sense.
Look lovely. Well, thank you. This is the most formal I get.
Yeah, that's about how much.
How many cabins on the ship? What is occupancy on the ship? I want to say, is occupancy 3,200? We're about to find out for you right now. As far as pools, so there are I guess 3 pools, two to 3, depending on how you think about that question. There's the main pool, which I'll tell you, a lot of people, when you hear people talking about Virgin Voyages, I heard so many people leading up to the line saying, oh, the pool is too small. I can't believe how small they made the pool. And I'll be honest, I thought, it is weird that the pool is so small. Is it a problem, though? This is our 3rd Virgin Voyages cruise, and I've heard so many people talk about the size of the pools complaining before sailing, and I've heard precisely 0 people complain about it on board. Now, I think there are a couple reasons for that, but one of them being that right by that quote-unquote main pool is the pool that you saw in the image at the beginning of this broadcast over at the Aquatic Club, and it looks like a hot tub, and it does have jets and like it's seats, but it's a pool, so like you wouldn't like swim in it.
It's large, and it's not
but
very
it's
hot.
really big.
Yeah, it's not hot.
It's a pool. It's not a hot tub. It's just shaped very communal. Whatever. So there are those 2 pools, and then there's another one down at the spa. The spa is located on deck 5. Midship, and it is beautiful. If you check out our ship tour video over on YouTube of Scarlet Lady, you see a video of the spa area. It is gorgeous. I still haven't hung out there. Went through it on a tour,
I was thinking about doing it on the sea day if there's still availability. I think that is something that you do have to pay for and book.
Yeah.
But it looks really nice.
And cabins, are you looking up
I'm trying.
Just look at the Wikipedia there.
Yeah.
We're going to get
Here.
the total passengers. Okay, 1,400 cabins, and it says more than 2,770 passengers. That's because most of the staterooms are double occupancy. A couple of them are single. A couple are quads, but most are double. So 1,400 staterooms. And they're not booking to full capacity right now.
And they call them cabins.
They do call them cabins.
Yeah.
Right after I got used to calling them staterooms. They use a lot of nautical terms on board. Guests are called sailors. Even travel agents, they call first mates. All sorts of little things. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
What age groups are you seeing on board the cruise? So that's a great question. And what's been interesting is there are several considerations since it's a new cruise line, and honestly, because of COVID. It's just a weird time, right? So on the very first cruise, it was like, well, everyone here, not everyone, but so many people here are media, or they're hardcore
Travel
cruisers. They're like, we're going to
agents,
go on every new cruise line, or they're travel agents. On the last cruise, a lot of travel agents, but definitely skewing older than the first cruise. And this cruise is skewing, I think, the youngest
I
so
feel
far.
like really young.
Very young.
Yeah, it's kind of, I've been all surprised.
We're somewhere near the middle. I'll be 39 and I'm 38. So, probably a little bit older than that. There are no kids to offset those numbers since it's adult by design. You have to be at least 18 to sail with Virgin Voyages. That said, remember, marketing is aspirational. When you want to market to adults, you show people younger than you're looking for. Market to kids, you show people older than you're looking for. And it's going to take time to see where things settle, right? With all the variables of a new line and challenge travel right now, we'll see. We'll see where it settles. But I would say if you're in your 30s, you're probably going to be pretty comfy on board. If you're in your 70s, you're also probably going to be pretty comfortable. So they're 40s, 50s probably is more common than what I've seen so far.
I would think,
plenty of
So this time, I think it is skewing a bit younger, yeah. And also, I think people there's enough going on at different times throughout the day that it doesn't feel necessarily like it's like a party ship or anything like that. Like it's more like that they do a good job of sort of distributing things so that if you want something that's a little bit more lively, like there are venues that are closed off that you wouldn't be able to
I heard
hear
a lot of
passing by,
people
which is really nice.
when they first started saying, I don't think that cruise line is for me. And I thought that was interesting. Well, maybe you're right, but I've not heard anyone on board that I can think of say they didn't think this was for them.
No.
Overall, the sentiment among other sailors, I guess, has been really positive. I think they do a good job of being different, maybe kind of hip,
but kind of catering to
but making sure
all tastes. Yeah. So
to what island are we going? So right now we are steaming towards Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic on the island of Hispaniola. See, the exact port, or the exact city, country, and then island.
Okay.
The question was what island? I wanted to make sure.
That's true. Yeah.
DR is not an island.
No, it's not.
The island of Hispaniola. So that is our first stop. We'll be there tomorrow. And then we are in Dimity, which is in the Bahamas. It's about 50 miles away from Miami, actually, on Tuesday. That's our last stop on this cruise. How's the casino on Scarlet Lady? I'll confess, I don't gamble. I have nothing against gambling. I've just found so many other ways of losing money that
I'm just not very lucky. Like I've tried.
What I will tell you is, and this I think for most people in 2021 this is a plus, but certainly not for all. The casino is smoke free. There's only one place you can smoke indoors on this ship, and it is in a smoking lounge located just steps from the casino. What's interesting, you would never know it walking by because there's two doors to get inside of it. So it's almost like there's an airlock. So I've never, not once, even standing at that door when it's open, smelled smoke. So no smoking in the casino.
Yeah,
so,
that's one of the ways that it's.
Do you like that you don't smoke? Yeah,
it's really nice for us to we don't spend a lot of time in the casino.
For most people.
Yeah, but I think that like the deck where the casino is on a lot of ships just smells like smoke everywhere. So it's kind of nice.
Like it, even though I don't.
Yeah, I don't gamble.
One feature of the casino that I will tell you I like, because I don't gamble, but I often bother the people in the cage for change, is they have a bill breaker right next to the cage. I like that. And CL
it's a machine in it. That's it's very useful.
And the casino is also right off of a nightclub called the Manor, which is where a lot of big events happen. It's a very cool space. If you've ever seen pictures, or if you've seen one of our videos, the mirrored kind of hallway, that's where that is. So we walk through the casino a lot, and I deal with that if there's smoke in there. The smoke lounge, it's a neat feature that I thought they pulled off. From what I understand, there might be a couple slots in there or something. I still need to go all the way in.
I don't know. I haven't gone inside because.
Now, talking about smoking in casinos, not about this ship necessarily, but about all of the others, almost all of the others right now. I just published an article a couple days ago, 3 days ago, over on cruisehabit.com about casinos and smoking. So some people may or may not realize that a couple days ago, when mask rules started to get tightened up on a lot of ships, a lot of cruise lines said, you know what, you can't smoke in the casinos anymore. Why? Well, you should only be taking off your mask if you're actively eating or drinking. And so that meant no smoking in casinos. Now, for years, people have said, I wish there was why don't they do that? I would spend more money in there. And say, well, maybe the people that are smoking would spend less money. It's a consideration. So this is sort of an experiment for these cruise lines. And I'm excited to see how that experiment ends.
Because they'll have the data after this on whether or not they could get away with just banning it in the casinos and, still kind of make out the same, or if really people don't spend as much money when you don't allow it. So
in celebration, and this is nothing against smokers. It's nothing personal. I understand they're
people smoke.
But in celebration, if they end up changing that permanently, or because it will one day happen, right? Whether it's or not, I will go and I will spend $20 in the casino. I don't know doing what.
What? Yeah.
I'll probably just walk in with a $20 bill, throw a bunch of cards on the table, and say, "I win."
That's not going to work.
Check out that article on cruisehabit.com and comment, weigh in. I'm curious to know what people think. What's been interesting is I've only received comments of people saying, "I hope it stays that way," and that's not fair because I don't like the smell of smoke. I realize there are people that
are smokers. No,
I want to hear everyone's opinions on this. So share that article, share everything, comment, subscribe. I'm going to take you guys for a very quick walk, just because while there's still a little bit of light, it's a really beautiful horizon right now. I want to show you guys this area. I'm going to temporarily mute you while I walk around.
Yeah.
So that you don't burp into the mic while I'm doing
Uh-oh.
My mic turned off. I've been talking through your mic this whole time. My mic turned off.
Oh, weird.
Sorry, guys. We'll get you there.
Oh, we're sitting pretty close to each other.
Okay, well, something's wrong with my mic.
Take mine.
Yep, there we go. Sorry, we'll take a little walk around the deck real quick. And again, this is an area called the dock, and it's located all the way aft on deck 6. There are day beds out here. I like that they have live plants. They have live plants in several parts of the ship, and there are actually 2 bars. One's open all the time, and sometimes there's a DJ out here. They might have concerts out here. I don't have a wind muff on, so I'm sorry if this gets loud. Sun setting on the horizon. And actually, when you look up, that is the ship. And that thing up top is a catamaran net. Those aft and corner suites behind us are pretty neat. We were actually supposed to be in one of those for the Mermaiden, but that kept getting bumped. But it's a really nice area that I'm sure this short video is doing no justice. But you can find videos of it on our ship tour and pictures over on the Instagram feed, and I've got some Instagram stories out there as well. This is fun. After this video, I get to find out why the mic stopped working. Let me grab this. Yeah.
Hi.
I just wanted to show people around real quick.
Okay.
So that's
Right now.
the the sunset was amazing. I'm gonna, as soon as we go offline, actually, I'm going to share. I'll put on Instagram and Facebook a couple sunset pics. Actually, during the sunset, a couple got engaged right in this area, and it looked like they coordinated. One of them, presumably, coordinated with the staff ahead of time.
Yeah.
Because there was they had crew members taking pictures,
Like champagne
and
out,
champagne ready. They didn't even have to shake for champagne.
They didn't have to shake, no.
What I'm talking about, by the way, with Shake for Champagne is they do have an app feature where if you open the app and you give your phone a shake, they will bring you a bottle of champagne, a bottle of Moet. It's $95, which, to be honest, I think is a pretty good price for if you were to go to like a restaurant and get a bottle of Moet, you'd probably pay a good amount more, at least around where we live. Reach over here for a sec. And that's a neat feature, though not necessarily necessary, because one of the things that stands out with Virgin is as many things they do differently.
Yeah.
I think for me, one of the things that really stands out is service-wise, they're just really, really wonderful.
Very attentive.
We were in Groupie on our last cruise on this ship a couple weeks ago, and
the karaoke rooms.
Yeah, so they have like regular karaoke sometimes, but they also have this area with individual karaoke rooms, which is very popular in some countries.
Yeah.
And usually it's complimentary. You pick a room, you sign in, schedule your time if you want, or just walk in, take an available one. That's okay, and hang out and sing karaoke. Well, it's around the corner from Sip, which is a champagne bar. And I went over there and I got a bottle of champagne last time for us and our friends, and we're drinking. They came by, they checked on us, they took the empties away, they brought us other drinks, they took our order, even though there's not a bar in there.
Yeah,
it was just the staff at the nearest bar was really nice.
Really
last night we were in a hot tub. Well, there was a party going on about, I don't know, 50 feet away. Another part called the Athletic Club, and we just flagged down there's pictures of the pajama party and two gentlemen with amazing pajamas that they brought to that party.
Onesies. Like, that was so great. It was the best.
So check out our post from of yesterday's activities over on cruisehabit.com. But anyway, while we're in that hot tub, waved down a server and they took our drink order, brought us drinks, and then she kept coming by even when you were gone for a little while, asking if we wanted anything else. Even though, again, there was a party going on like over there.
Yeah. And we were in the jacuzzi, and
they're really good about not seeing lines with like there's not like, oh, we don't go there, I can't help you with that. Really fantastic. There's a gentleman that works at this bar, I think he's on break right now, who I asked for something yesterday, and he said, I don't have that here. He said, give me 3 minutes, and he literally just ran and came back with what we needed. They're really
been really great. Yeah.
So it's different product but great product. That's why we're back for a third time. And a lot of folks at the very beginning, when they first came out, were talking about prices, and I even had an article showing initial prices. I'll tell you, those prices came down quite a bit because of the global stop and travel and cruising. So I don't know where they'll go, over the next year or two. But I can tell you, if you look right now, if Virgin Voyages seems interesting to you, if you watch my ship tour, the 5 things you should know video, and you think, that might be interesting to me, and you see something that works, man, book it. They have some pretty good deals, especially when you consider that those prices include Wi-Fi, gratuity, and all your dining. So it's just drinks, and there are ways you can save on drinks. I've got a post about that. If you want to help out the site and maybe even get an even better deal on Virgin Voyages, maybe go to cruisehabit.com and fill out the purple form to get a free no obligation quote from the awesome people at Touring Plans, the same people that plan our trips on cruises and even other places, like when we went to that all-inclusive, when we went to Rio in Cancun earlier this year, and we did a couple video tours of that Rio property. If you're looking to go to an all-inclusive in Cancun, you can check that out. We shared it was like a tour and our thoughts. So get a quote, because there are some really good deals on Virgin, and for what you get for the money, You know what it does, and this is my favorite part.
Mm.
It ups the game for the industry.
I think so.
Other cruise lines are going to have to look at certain things and say we need to work harder. One of them being how the crew's treated. Crew loves working here. They get free internet. They get more time off. They get more guest area privileges.
They also like between certain clothes that they can wear that are more casual. They don't have restrictive rules with visible tattoos,
facial hairstyles.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
They get to be themselves, and I really like that. I think that enhances the guest experience, to be honest. What else? Any questions before we head out? I think we're going to have a semi-early dinner, not quite yet, but after I figure out what was wrong with my mic and put the laptop away. And then we have a what do they call it? Grog walk, a pub crawl, basically.
What? Oh, a grog walk. Yeah. Grog walk. Yeah, it'll be a pub crawl.
Who's Grog and why are we walking him?
Why are we walking them?
Just asking.
That's at 9. We're doing that. That should be fun.
Yeah, so we need to make sure we eat before that. That's another thing with like service and dining work came together. Last night we wanted to see, we wanted to go to a show called Cocktails with the Hostess. Whitney the Hostess. They don't have a cruise director, but there are a lot of really awesome entertainment staff. One of them being the hostess. Currently, it's Whitney the Hostess. We had Abby the Hostess on the very first sailing. And so we wanted to go to the show, and we went to dinner kind of late, and we asked the people in Razzle Dazzle, we said, any chance we can be in and out of here in time to see the show. Yeah. And even though the food comes out hot and is prepared a la minute, I mean, I swear we could have been in and out of 30 minutes if I was in better cardio shape and could have eaten that quickly. They were really, it was fantastic.
And they just said, we'll bring things out as you're finishing if you want. That way, it doesn't, we don't allow for the same amount of time in between. And it was great. It worked out. We made it to the show on time, which was really important because we really, really like that show.
And Whitney's awesome. I put her in some Instagram stories. I was chatting with her today out by the pool. Talented and nice lady, good storyteller.
Yeah, like she had really good kind of banter between the songs and stuff.
In fact, they do a storytelling thing like Under the Stars out here.
And she hosted. Yeah, I remember we watched a little bit of it last time. That was pretty cool too. Yeah. Very good.
Anything else before we sign off, guys? Always love talking ship. Might be questions about this cruise. Might be questions. This line, this ship. Might be questions about other stuff. I don't discriminate. 15 cruise lines so far, and I endeavor to try more. 15 cruise lines. Yep.
Okay.
Interestingly, number 15 was Princess just like a month ago. Yeah. Seems weird that it took me that long to go on Princess.
That was an amazing cruise.
Have a live vlog for that, and I still need to edit the video for it. But we have a live vlog over at cruisehabit.com from our Sky Princess cruise. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just saw a couple more people come in. So, guys, we're going to be signing off in a couple. But if you have cruise questions, whether about Scarlet Lady or anything else, let's talk ship. I'll give you one topic. It's been a hot topic. I'm surprised it hasn't come up, and that is very briefly masks. Up until a week ago or so, masks were not required on Virgin Voyages because adults only 100% vaccinated, testing at the terminal, which I love for several reasons. And like NCL, they changed that up because of the current situation with Omicron, but it's still been perfectly enjoyable. I mean, right now we're outside. It doesn't.
Yeah, we don't have to wear masks outside, but indoors, they're they are. I think they requested that people wear masks.
It's not really enforced yet, but I think it's because this is a last minute change for everyone.
They had to kind of adjust, And the last cruise
Jamie, thank you. I appreciate it, and please, I welcome any feedback, whether it's for videos, for articles, anything at all. I appreciate you and everyone else who tunes in, who watches, who reads, because I'd probably still be doing this, but I would be doing it much more in a much more frustrating way, going, I wish someone would watch what I make. So thank you. Thank you for reading, watching, and enjoying.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Awesome.
All right. Well, if any other questions do come up, if you're watching this on a replay, please don't hesitate to reach out. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebooks, all of those things.
Facebook.
Facebook is it? I'll get better at this eventually. And you can reach out there and ask questions. We've also got the message boards over at cruisehabit.com, and of course you can comment on any article or any video post over on cruisehabit.com or on our YouTube channel. So reach out, any questions. I try and get specifics answered when I can. Also, your questions often give me ideas for stuff to talk about in the future. So we'll do another live video later on in the sailing. And, in the meantime, we're going to keep posting Instagram pictures, and they might get a little bit ridiculous later tonight after that grog walk, after the pub crawl. So
yeah, sorry for anything.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, wonderful New Year, and look forward to talking ship with all of you again real soon.